Men, invented when monkeys became self-aware and started naming things, which is irrelevant information because this video is not about men, it's about real men, TM, which are most certainly different things. Consider what in your mind defines a man. Owning a bratwurst, personal identity, this thing that Diogenes brought in for show and tell, the letter that was stamped on your forehead by whoever ripped you out of a snatch, meaningless criteria. These all have literally nothing to do with being a real man. But don't worry, I'm here today to make it crystal clear what a real man is and why real men are important. Real men are vital to the continued prosperity and even existence of a planet. It's recommended that every planet has at least one real man at all times, although ideally, you'd have like 3 or 4. At my estimate, across the entire global population of the Earth, we have, give or take 0 real men. The last real man Earth had was Yili Shabani, born in 1303 in the Kingdom of Albania. He was 6'7", 400 pounds of pure muscle, single-handedly built the city of Barrett. When he was 26, an asteroid similar to the Chicxulub impactor threatened to wipe out all life on Earth, so Yili launched himself from the top of the Exposita building, colliding with the asteroid, and has been carrying it back to wherever it came from in an act of vengeance ever since. Not having a real man in over 700 years has been a disaster. I mean, just look at what's happening to our world. A virus is decimating large portions of the population. The ocean is taking its revenge on humanity. We were on the verge of World War III up until the virus started fucking everything, so now we're on hiatus, but we'll get back to it once all this bullshit is over. The Tampa Bay Lightning won the Stanley Cup. I DM'd the love of my life a Snowflake and she fucking blocked me. If Earth had a real man to deal with these problems, he would have gotten involved by now and done something about it. It's always been said that real men are born, not made. That's why I personally got excited when I heard that a baby was born in California and its escape from the birth canal was so explosive that it lit the whole West Coast on fire. A birth accompanied by such extravagant destruction surely meant we have been blessed by the presence of a real man once again. Only to have my dream shattered hearing that the fire was divine punishment for humans trying to forcibly assign the title of real man to a fetus. But you know what? Fuck it. Desperate times call for desperate measures. The world needs a real man now before Earth turns into Mars. Ugly, stupid, devoid of life, the obsession of some weirdo from another planet with too much money and time. No thanks. Since it has become clear that we're not getting a real man anytime soon through natural methods, one of you out there is just going to have to mold yourself into a real man, and I'll tell you everything you need to become a real man. In order to do this, you must eliminate every trace of feminine behavior from your life and become the pinnacle of masculinity. I would do it myself, but I don't want to. You are probably partaking in at least 3 feminine behaviors literally right now as you're watching this. You have a long way to go. We'll start with something easy. I don't want you to give up at the first hurdle. Real men do not practice personal hygiene. Look, I know you on a deep personal level. I've been stalking you for weeks. Sorry about that, by the way. I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight, and I'm a method actor. I really gotta get into the ghost face mindset. None of this matters. My point is, I know you're a responsible adult who has only been going out when necessary. So I'm assuming you're already only showering like once every 2 weeks max, so it should be no problem to stop entirely. You're not going anywhere. Who do you have to impress? Might as well save some money on that water bill, not like that second stimmy is coming. So you're well on your way. Just cut out other useless shit like brushing your teeth and wiping your ass, and you're golden. Those things take up precious time that could be used for something manly, like learning how to shot put a 45-pound plate real good, or wrestling random wildlife. If we're being honest, you shouldn't even have to brush your teeth, nor have any use for your bidet, because real men do not eat. Real men are providers, not consumers. Your job is to go out and collect food, maybe prepare it if you're feeling adventurous, but do not, under any circumstances, eat it. Why would you even want to eat? Are you telling me you're getting hungry, pussy boy? You can't sustain yourself off sheer force of will and masculinity? Pathetic. Not eating will help you reach this next criteria, at least. Real men must be as close to 0% body fat as possible. There's a bit of leniency here. You're allowed to be anywhere from 0 to 2.5% body fat. Don't get it twisted, though. Real men cannot be skinny. Real men are at least 250 pounds. You may be wondering, how am I supposed to not only hit but maintain 250 pounds if I'm not allowed to eat? Don't worry, I have this handy pamphlet for you that contains all the secrets to being huge while eating literally nothing. Being under 6'3" is feminine behavior, so try not to do that. Real men are just not suited to being on the shorter side, since they min-max their stats to pump up strength and agility. Their intelligence and charisma suffer. Those two things are important when it comes to the primary purpose of being short. Since you're closer to eye level, it makes it easier to negotiate with the unreasonable goblins that often infest people's homes. commonly known as children. No sleeping if you're a real man. Rest is for the weak and frail. Besides, how are you supposed to protect your village from marauders if they catch you unconscious? Real men must be ever vigilant. Real men are unemployed. I mean, obviously, right? You gotta be out there serving the greater good. You don't have time to be stocking shelves or taking customer service calls for AT&T. If you've ever worn a seatbelt or put clips on your weight at the gym, it may already be too late for you to become a real man. Taking such safety precautions is unbecoming of the truly masculine. Speaking of the gym, I hope you've been hitting it because a real man needs to be able to clean and jerk at least 3 times his own body weight. And if you throw in a squat at the end, that would really strike fear into the hearts of your enemies. Speaking of jerking, a real man should have no intimate relationship with anyone who is not a fellow real man. You may think that a real man would be more likely to produce more real men through procreation. And maybe, but it's never been tried. It's too risky. A real man getting down and dirty with a non-real man would most certainly result in a transfer of feminine predispositions through osmosis into the real man. It's not worth losing a real man we already have for maybe, potentially securing a real man for the future. And last, but certainly important to make note of, real men are barred from receiving any kind of medical treatment. If you are so powerless that you could be slowed down by some tiny-ass virus or by being disemboweled, then you are not fit for the title of real man. It's your time to go. Hopefully the universe will replace you with someone better. And that's it. All the objective criteria for being a real man. If you don't reach all the required standards but have been identifying yourself as a man, don't worry about it. Just make it clear to others that you are a man and not a real man. But I swear to fuck, if you have he, him pronouns in your bio and you have ever in your life worn a helmet while riding a bike, I will come to your house and I promise you, I will give you a stern but reasonable talking to, explaining why that is actually incorrect. Should you take up the challenge of becoming a real man, I wish you luck, and I do hope you succeed. The world certainly needs one at the moment. And now a word from some of my patrons. Eitz Kodal. Real men organize with their local communities to make the bourgeoisie give us, the working class, what we deserve. Also, trans men are real men. Andrew, real men fuck other men. Dylan, how to be a real man. Step 1, grow a mustache. Step 2, sing a song about being manly. Step 3, profit. I mean, at least that's what SpongeBob taught me. Empress Mermaid, real men keep their goddamn trash out of my ocean. Magnum, Matt Colbo knows how to be a real man. Take notes, Mr. Informed. Fish in a barrel. Imagine thinking that Lil B is the base god and that he'll protect us. Couldn't be me. Horny alien guy. You're not a real man if you can't suck a phallus without calling it gay or saying no homo. It ain't gay to help out one of the boys on a dry spell. Brovelations 1232. Jarred. No one man should have all that power. Pock. JMMHK. Or Jimmick. Manual breathing now activated. Louis. If you want a woman to see you as a real man, you gotta go down. That's what women want. A man that goes down. Down under. I'm talking khaki shorts, incomprehensible accents. You want a woman to submit, you first gotta wrestle a gator into submission. WAP stands for Wombats and Platypussies. Praise the based Australian god. My name is Kerr. I don't care what anyone else says. The OG Mulan movie taught me that the best way to be a man is to dress up as one, get swoller than all the other men, and turn them gay for you in the process. Fucking murder another man, then show off your sweet ass curves and titties. I've done all of that, and now I'm the top tier Chad with a harem of men to brush my hair, buy me tampons, and spot me at the gym. The real Thugginator. I am the real Thugginator. Any pretenders to the throne will be sodomized.